What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. As you can see, we're doing a little face cam in the corner simply because I wanted to try something new, and this is actually a newer way of me editing and rendering the videos too. So if you guys enjoy it and you like saying hello to my face, then you'll be all for it. But if we're going to continue doing these, I'm going to need your support because it takes a little bit more effort to do to bust out the webcam rather than just narrating over the video. So the support I'm going to need from you guys is hitting on that like button. Done. Click on that thumbs up right now because you enjoyed the face cam, and then I'll know. So we've got a goal for this video for 200 likes. I know we can do it. If we do it, I'll continue on and I'll give you guys a bonus upload today, if that's what you guys want to see. So without further ado, let's take a look at the match that I have right over here. It's against a guy named Jarrad, which was taken from one of my weekend live streams. As you guys know, I do live streams every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, around the same time, 4 p.m. Central, so any one of you guys can battle me. It's a very fun time. We've got one this weekend, so take a look at that. All right, so looking at his team, he's got some pretty strong pokes, I would say. I'm kind of intimidated by the Espeon because on my team I got Ferrothorn that sets up the rocks. He's got a Greninja that's going to be really fast, most likely an Eviolite Porygon 2. You got the Flare Blitzing, really powerful Darmanitan. He's got his own Ferrothorn on his team that'll probably set up some rocks. And he's got a Blastoise. And we know that Blastoise is a very good Rapid Spinner. And we know that none of his other Pokemon Mega evolved, so that's most likely going to be his Mega. Take a look at my team. I've got the Magician Delphox with the Power Herb that allows me to, utilize Solar Beam right off the bat. It's a very awesome strategy. I've got the Landorus Therian form. I actually have him Scarf, so he's going to be my Revenge Killer and Intimidator on the team. I've got Vaporeon with the Assault Vest, and Vaporeon is one of my very favorite pokes, as you guys know. I got my Ferrothorn that's going to be able to set up rocks on his side. He's got T-Wave, he's got Lefties. I brought Mega Caesar, and I brought Choice Banded Dragonite. Now, this is the team that I've been using a lot, and I really, really enjoy it. But before we get started, why don't you guys hit that like button and let me know what you guys think of the comment question of the day, which is, yes, it's right over here. I gotta kind of look at that. Anyway, it's about Delphox. Since Delphox is the MVP, or I felt Delphox was a very strong part of this team, what would you guys do if you had a Delphox? How would you raise it? What EVs would you give it? What moves would you give it? I'm very interested in that, so if you guys have one, or if you don't have one and you're planning on making one, let me know in the comment section. Alright, let's jump into the battle, shall we? Here we go. So looking at his team, I really don't know what to lead with. I know that the Espeon could easily bounce back my rocks or my T-Wave, and that's going to be a lot of trouble. So he brings out his Espeon called the Taunter, and I'm going with Delphox. Why not? Alright, so with this being said, he withdraws the Taunter. I'm like, okay, well, where are you going? He's sending out Nap Time, and luckily for me, I can just easily get off my Solar Beam. And since I'm having that Power Herb, it only takes 1 turn. So by doing that, I'm able to steal whatever item he has. And I nail this guy right on the switch. So I was hoping to nail the Espeon, but this is way better because taking an Eviolite off of Porygon 2 is simply amazing. If you're able to knock it off, even if you're able to trick it off, it's so good. So anyway, he's going to go for Toxic right now. Luckily, I switch into my Ferrothorn over here, hopefully to set up rocks or paralyze, but I didn't want any damage happening to my my Delphox. So anyway, he switches in thinking that I was going to go for Stealth Rock, but I see that coming. So I go for that Power Whip and knock him down like 80%. He's going for Psyshock, and he knows that it's not going to help out because it's only doing like a very minuscule amount. So I'm going for Power Whip, and I'm going to knock the heck out of that Espeon. So now I'm free to Thunder Wave or put up Stealth Rocks whenever I want. So the game's looking pretty good right now. It took away his Espeon, took away the Eviolite on that Porygon 2. Anyway, here comes Flare Blitzing guy. The only poke that I have to take a Flare Blitz is going to be Vaporeon. And unfortunately, this is my Assault Vest Vaporeon, so it's more geared towards special attack. So its defensive stat is like next to nothing. So I take over 50% with that. And I don't know, maybe judging by the way I brought it in, he's afraid that he's not going to be able to knock me out. So I'm going to go for the obvious Scald right over here, hoping that, I don't know, I can just knock out at least half of his health. But he switches in his Blastoise, which is a very awesome awesome move because Blastoise is very specially bulky. But that's okay, because I'm packing Hidden Power Grass, and I'm going to do a big chunk off this guy. So, I'm really not sure what he's going to use on me. He doesn't really have that much. I mean, he's got Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Water Pulse. Really not that much. So, here we go, doing a big chunk. He's going to go for Dark Pulse, and that is going to hurt me a little bit. He's going to withdraw. Now, I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Grass one more time, and I think he sees that. So he switches into Ferrothorn, and he takes it like a champ, because that's quad resisted. And yeah, that's going to be nuts. That's like probably 2 damage on him. I'm noticing that he also doesn't have lefties, so I'm thinking maybe Rocky Helmet. I mean, what other set are you going to use on a Ferrothorn? So I bring mine out. He goes for Leech Seed, and I nimbly dodge that since I'm a grass type. I go for my lefties, recovery pretty basic. He's going to use Protect to see what I'm going to do. I don't know why he just scouted. But I'm pretty much going to go for the T-Wave. I want to get this guy paralyzed so that if he comes in later, he has a chance to miss his moves. With that being said, I'm just going to keep on going for it. Now, I don't know who else is going to come in because he still has that Darmanitan. And if that Darmanitan comes in, you know, I'm going to be pretty much screwed because that's 4 times super effective against my Ferrothorn. So I get the lucky paralyzation off this guy, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to lose Ferrothorn just yet. So I'm going to go into Vaporeon and sack it, because Vaporeon, you know, kind of did its job. It scared out Blastoise and took that Flare Blitz that was aimed directly at my Ferrothorn. So that was able to live another day. So Vaporeon, although you didn't do much damage, you're still #1 in my book. Alright, so we got a paralyzed Flame Kong over here. I'm going to bring out my Scarf, Landorus, to get the Intimidate off. I don't know if he's going to actually stay in, or if he's going to sack it. So I'm just going to go for Earthquake either way. It's going to hit everyone on his team for at least neutral to super effective damage, so that's the best move to lock myself into. He doesn't have any flying type, so I'm risk-free in going for it. So I hit this Turtle Tank once. He lives with a very small amount. He doesn't pack Aqua Jet. I mean, some Blastoise do, but yeah, he's going down. That Mega Blastoise is out of here. Alright, so he brings in Kermit the Frog, Kermit Lee over here. I'm like, okay, I can stay in and one-shot this guy. Nope. He actually reveals that he's Scarf. A Scarf Greninja. Totally blew my mind, got me for surprise, and he nails me with that Ice Beam. Alright, so Delphox is coming. I'm thinking, okay, well, now that he's an Ice type, and he's locked into Ice Beam, I could just go for Mystical Fire and knock him out. So I'm just going to go for the obvious Mystical Fire right over here. And with that being said, I'm going to nail this guy instead. Really doesn't matter. I mean, it took a small chunk of it out, but I'm going to be able to follow up with a Psy Shock and be able to kill this guy off. So that big threat that is Darmanitan is completely done, and it's ready to go. So now that he actually switched out his Greninja, he's going to be able to switch up moves. So he can probably go for a Dark Pulse. I don't want to stay in for that, so I'm going to actually switch into my Ferrothorn to take the hit. I know it's not resisted as it was in the previous generation, but anyway. So he actually goes for Extra Sensory, which was kind of weird. I don't know if he was predicting something else coming in, or maybe if that was a misclick. But either way, Kermit Lee is going to go down to a couple of my Power Whips. Or if I can nail him with a Thunder Wave and totally negate his Scarf, then I'll be better set up for success. So Nap Time comes in. This Porygon too, I don't know what the heck he's going to do. So I'm going to try to T-Wave it in hopes that he gets the Parahacks, because that's pretty much what I'm banking on. He could run, you know, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, you name it. Not really sure though, so I'm going to paralyze him, and I'm going to toss some Leech Seeds on him in hopes that he stays in. So I got the Leech Seed over there. I'll be able to recover a little bit more based on what kind of attack he has. So he goes for Discharge. I'm not really sure why Discharge, not Charge Beam, but either way, that's his duck. That's his duck for him. So right now I'm going to go for the Power Whip. I'm going to try to hit this guy because, you know, why the heck not? So let's see. We're getting a lot of after turn effects right here. He's going to withdraw. I don't know why he needs to keep this thing because it's already paralyzed. It's halfway done. But maybe he knows that the Power Whip is coming and he wants to get some Iron Barms damage on him. So that's the only thing that this Ferrothorn has on me, is the fact that it has the Iron Barms. So I guess it was a good thing that I got paralyzed because Ferrothorn typically runs Gyro Ball, and the move gyro ball allows you to, you know, hit faster, way faster Pokemon with a lot stronger of a move. But yeah, he gets to set up his Stealth Rocks. I still haven't set up mine. I'm kind of debating on whether it's worth it or not. I don't really have a Rapid Spinner on this team, so I'm busting out, or at least I'm hoping that Dragonite will be able to come in, take a move, and then go from there. So my Iron Barbs is hitting him. It's a stalemate right here, Ferrothorn versus Ferrothorn. Nothing's really going to happen of it, because my Power Whip will hit him a minuscule amount, his Gyro Ball will hit me a minuscule amount. So this is really a stalemate, but in the end I'm going to win because I've got the leftovers. Enough said. I think he sees that, so he's going to go into Kermit Lee right here. Now his Kermit Lee, I don't know if he's going to start busting out Dark Pulse right now, because that's usually what you want to lock yourself into. Looking at the rest of my team, that'll be a definite win. You know, I've got Caesar in the wing, I've got Delphox that will take super effective damage to it. But luckily for me, it doesn't really take that much damage. But unluckily, I get the Parahat. So right now, I'm just spamming that Thunder Wave. I'm like, come on, Thunder Wave, I need this. I need to paralyze. I need to neuter this threat. So he's going for that Dark Pulse. He pulls out a crit right here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not good. So luckily for me, we get the Thunder Wave. This guy's neutered. He's got a Choice Scarf, but he's paralyzed. So that doesn't really help out there. So here we go. We're moving on. He's going to continue spamming Dark Pulse, and I figure if I'm able to actually get a Power Whip on him, then I'll be good to go. What else is happening? So yeah, I'm going to keep on going. He's probably going to kill me off. I don't know. I need to sack this Ferrothorn anyway, so I can get a fresh switch into whoever the heck wants to come in. I could literally go into Dragonite right now, and since he's banded, I could go for Choice Banded Earthquake on max attack Dragonite. So that's what I'm going for. He's not going to switch out his Kermit Lee because it would be very pointless too. It's already neutered. It's done. So I'm going to go for Choice Banded Earthquake, hoping to clean up the rest of his team. Now, this Nap Time over here traces my multi-scale. Not really a big deal, but if it had Recover, that would be a big deal, because it could potentially Recover Stall me and all that stuff. But he's able to survive it with a very small amount of health, bust out an Ice Beam in retaliation, and knock out my Dragonite. Because that Ferrothorn actually set up the rocks, that was the only reason why I died to them. Anyway, so here goes the MVP of the match, Delphox. Going to clean up the rest of the team with some Mystical Fires. I really like Delphox's design. I mean, Mystical Fire, that move is just amazing. Anything that lowers someone's special attack 100% of the time is so great. I definitely love that. And the idea that you can use Power Herbs, Switcheroo, a whole bunch of stuff. So this U Thorny is going down, and that is going to be a good game. Sorry, U Thorny. All right, Jarrad, very good battle. Thank you so much for having it and coming out to the live stream. For those of you guys who stuck around for the video, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below. Also, be sure to answer the question of the day. Delphox, yeah, talk about Delphox. What kind of strange Delphox sets have you guys seen in the Pokemon metagame, or if you guys are playing Pokemon Showdown, let me know, because I'd like to maybe train another one. I like the idea of Magician Delphox, or maybe like maybe Normal Gem with maybe a normal move, Normal Gem, Hyper Beam. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I haven't really looked too much into Delphox as a competitive poke because it's not really overused, but packing this one on my team seems to work sometimes, especially stealing those Eviolites. So good. Alright guys, well if you guys enjoyed the FaceCAM, let me know. Let me know in the comment section below, and if we get 200 likes, I'll bust out another episode for you guys today. With that being said, thanks for coming, and don't forget to check out my channel for a whole bunch more Let's Plays. There is Bravely Default that we're currently doing. We've got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which we finished up 100%, and we finished off Yoshi's New Island. There's a lot more coming. I know this month I'm catching up on Pokemon uploads because I have a lot of them saved on SD cards. So if you guys want more, all you gotta do is hit that like button. It's that simple. So show your support, and later on in the month, we're gonna be going back to our roots with Mario Kart 7 in preps for Mario Kart 8. So, thank you guys so much for watching today. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. And last but not least, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I'll talk to you guys on the next battle. See ya!